and welcome to the Not Just Anime podcast. I'm your host Ruan, and this is your number one destination for uncovering the hidden lives and stories of anime fans in South Africa. In today's episode, we feature none other than the Notorious Po, and let me just tell you, this man brought the musical knowledge. I thought I liked music, I liked anime music, but this guy was on a different level. I do apologize for the excitement happening in the background. It's another episode we recorded live at Daru Fest Winter 2025, but I do think it gives you an opportunity to hear what you missed out on, all the hype and all the fun of Daru Fest Winter. So, before we get to today's episode, I would like to thank you guys for tuning in and remind you, if you do like what we do, please leave a comment or a like or subscribe or, tell a friend. We would really appreciate that. But without bugging you guys too much, on to today's episode, the Notorious Po, everyone.
A little piece of someone else. Retro vibes and neon glow. Come on in, let's start the show.
All right, we are recording, and as we are recording, we are starting on stage with the Gunpla presentation.
Yes.
Po, you just finished your Name That Anime tune.
Yes.
It's the first time you've done it?
It's the first time, definitely. Yeah. I'm doing it one again, but I got the idea from you.
Oh, okay.
I got the idea from you, and it was something that I really enjoyed. Speaking on stage about it, and also like listening to anime music and playing that game with myself as well. Sometimes just
test your knowledge.
Test my knowledge, yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Not Just Anime podcast. We are live from Daru Fest Winter 2025. I am very honored to have in studio, which is just the mezzanine for Market Kuro Fourways, but live in studio, none other than the Notorious Po.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you very much for having me. Love this. I was checking out this whole shelf that you have here for yourself in your studio.
So that's interesting. You mentioned that. This is exactly the reason why I invited the first couple of guests onto this podcast, because you guys are great at a layup.
Yes.
And the layup in this sense is you've just recently moved.
Yes.
How's the anime space looking?
It's not a space yet because I don't have a dedicated room to it. With my previous place, I had a dedicated space where I could create anime content, so it was nice to decorate the whole area with a whole wall full of anime posters that I collected over the years, and posters that I got like going forward, and having a space where I could create anime content. So there's no space yet.
Okay.
Waiting to move again so that I can get a dedicated space, but it's difficult.
So you're going to move again?
What? Eventually.
Okay,
I want a space where I can have a dedicated
I know
room
how you feel.
for it.
Yeah. I brought a couple of nibbly bits along today, but I know that you kind of want a space that you can feel inspired by.
Yes, definitely.
And that you can also kind of just relax in.
Yes.
So, question: how many boxes of anime-related stuff did you lug to your new space, or is in storage at the moment? Because
there's a lot.
That's the scary. That's the scary number, right there.
There's a lot. My posters at the moment are full, like, in closets, kept away, because I don't want to put them up as of yet, because I like to have a dedicated dedicated area with all of them, because there's a lot, like from Sturkini core posters from previous anime events and exclusive book posters that I find, and putting them on the wall and taking them off damages us over time, so I would rather just keep them safe. And then some anime merch I just like put away in boxes for now, and then I'll have to expand my shelf eventually to put it up.
That's the problem. It's an ever-growing collection.
Yes.
So the reason why I thought we can have a chat right after your Name That Tune Anime Edition competition that you ran.
Yes.
And you kind of picked it up and ran with the whole anime and music.
Yes.
What would you call it? Marriage.
Yes.
Right? Because it is a marriage. It is something that is sacred and beautiful.
Yeah.
So, and I asked a couple of our previous guests as well, but what is the anime song or opening for you that kind of the penny dropped and you're like, shit, I actually love anime music, or I love this anime opening. Can you remember what that moment was?
Ooh, it was Naruto. I think it's Silhouette. from Kaboom. I'm not sure, but it was Silhouette.
Is it an opening?
From yes, from Naruto. That was the first one I added to my playlist. I'm like, yeah, this makes me feel different. This makes me feel happy. It makes me feel hyped and excited. So then I added that one. It was Naruto. Yeah, Silhouette.
Okay.
Was the first one.
I'm definitely gonna have to check that out, because that's also the problem with a lot of, and this is maybe something that streaming services can probably do better, is to actually have like a
English
little
version
or English translation of the lyrics.
Yes.
Not just translating not just the regular sub.
Yes.
Show us the lyrics.
Yes, the lyrics.
And also pop up the artist and the name of the song.
Yes.
Because now you got to go. Okay, I guess in today's age you go and like what's it called? You Shazam it. You Shazam it. But for a long time we were like, this is a great song, but who is the artist? Where do I find it? What do I search?
Yes.
So thank you, YouTube, for going like Naruto opening 7.
That is true, because with the anime openings they at least show the credit, like in the credit to the artist, and they sometimes put the English version. But when I was creating the game, like making the playlist, I had to Google. I had to go to the actual music, not the music video, but the anime where it's from, to see, okay, this is the song. They credited the artist, so I can just find that song. But then I don't have a Japanese keyboard, so it's sometimes difficult
you can't
type
search the kanji.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's in the digital age where we're living in. It's actually that difficult to find the music. It's actually quite fascinating. I do think that I had a similar experience where there was when I did the story about like anime and music, there was one of the guys replied like a song, and I just had the most difficult time finding the song because everything was in Japanese, and I was like, is it the right one?
I can't find it on Spotify, like an official version, or maybe it is on Spotify, but like you say, is this the actual one? It doesn't sound like that one that I heard, or there's different versions of it, different covers of it as well, so sometimes you get lost who the original artist is.
Have you ever seen Devilman Crybaby?
The one that recently came out
on Netflix.
Yes.
So there's a scene in there where the guy's on the bike and the leading lady is on the back, and it's like a sunset scene, and they're just driving. And I've come to learn the song name is Konyadake.
Okay.
But it's not on Spotify. Or no, it is on Spotify, but it's not on Instagram.
Yes.
So trying to put that into your Instagram story, I was like, this sucks.
It's a cool song.
But it's a great song.
Yes, it's a cool song.
Such a great song.
But what I really enjoyed about Devilman Crybaby was the opening, which was like, who was it? But it's like an English song, which was also very nice.
Again, with the layups, man, like that's also something interesting that we don't see often. Like I remember Naruto's first or second closing was that "Don't Cry."
Okay, I'm bad. I skip endings.
You were throwing shade earlier for people skipping endings, and here you go skipping endings.
I skip endings, especially with Naruto. It was a little long, but yeah.
There was a song that was a great English song, and I was like, whoa, this is a Japanese anime, and they've got an English closing.
Yes.
But I feel like only recently, and maybe only with like Kaiju number 8.
Yes. One Republic.
That's mainstream pop music.
Who else was it? There was Youngblood, I think.
Youngblood, yes.
Youngblood did the opening, and I think they're doing it for season 2. It's One Republic doing it for season 2 as well. Yeah.
And that is not something you see regularly, because usually they're promoting the Japanese artists, right? You're getting your Yellow Monkey or whoever what is it called?
Yellow. What about monkeys?
Yellow. Is it? There's a band that did the soundtrack. It's like a rock band. Isn't it
from which anime?
From Naruto, the Rocks song. Is it Rocks?
There was a couple of them. Like
not a rock. The name of the song is Rocks.
Oh, okay.
Umami Rocks.
Yes.
That opening has got it's like an 80s rock band, I think.
Yeah.
But they promote like the Japanese artists.
Yeah.
The Pillows with. Have you seen Furikuri?
Kuli, yes.
So the Pillows, they promote, the Japanese artists.
I think Kuli was one of the first where like a big artist before coming into anime, before like getting their recognition, they were big artists before like doing a opening or doing music for an anime. And the Pillows were one of them. hearing them.
Yeah, so I was quite surprised to see that they went with One Republic and Youngblood.
Yes,
and
yes.
It adds a different flavor to it.
Definitely.
Do you think it's better, or do you think...
I think when you want to grow artists more, I think One Republic and Youngblood are already established artists, and promoting newer artists would be a little bit better, but it's cool to see that name drop now and
Getting
again.
the mainstream.
Yes, now and again.
Okay, so the question then is, do you think they're using One Republic and Youngblood to promote the anime, or is the anime promoting Youngblood and One Republic?
I think it's the anime promoting Youngblood and One Republic. The reason,
in Japan?
Yes, the reason for that is I think I saw the anime come out with that opening first, before seeing some promotional pieces from One Republic or from Youngblood themselves.
Yeah.
So
interesting. Yeah. And it's also pretty cool that I guess it's the people are getting better at like also the demographic that's listening to the music. So was it Arcane? That also had a banging soundtrack.
Yes.
And I feel like in animation back in the days didn't necessarily have like that level of like, whoa, this is forget about the animation, forget about the anime, forget about a story. I'm here for the music.
Yes.
Because Arcane did Linkin Park.
They also
21 Pilots.
What was the last Legends Never Die? Was it from Arcane? From season 1?
Yeah.
That one as well. I forgot who the artist is, but it's got Legends Never Die, and then slowly but surely. But yes, it's also a big artist.
Yeah,
that
it's
came in.
fashion. We're living in. Would you say it's safe to say we're living in the golden age of anime?
Ooh, you see.
Don't throw yourself under the bus now.
You are setting me up.
Would you like something to drink?
I got that.
You're good.
Yes. I would say yes. It's in a good space at the moment with the amount of animes we are getting, like the amount of good animes we are getting. We are not getting so much of great animes as of yet, I think. No, we got some great animes. Attack on Titan is going to go live up, but we are getting a bunch of good animes, and it's easily accessible as well, which I think if we are looking at numbers, it's a good time.
There's a reason why it's hitting the mainstream the way it is.
Yeah.
But it's also, I think, what's adding to that golden age is, you touched on it, like accessibility.
Yes.
Like it's easier to watch anime than ever before.
Yes.
And then secondly, the collaborations we see, like merch-wise, like forget about, you don't even have to think about merch, but just like music, everything. You've got everything on tap and at your fingertips.
While you were speaking about merch, you posted yesterday as well, the Hub is doing a collaboration again with Demon Slayer, and one of my most viewed videos out there on TikTok was me showing walking past the Hub, seeing Demon Slayer merchandise there. I'm like, the Hub having Demon Slayer merch.
Can
and
yes,
Mr. Price as well having Demon Slayer, well not Demon Slayer but Naruto, Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh, anime merch. So
I haven't seen the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. Is it good?
It's decent. Good color. It fits. It's not just a logo slapped onto a t-shirt. It's something.
That's the problem with a lot of it, right? Is sometimes you get the brand slapping.
Yes.
It's just the logo. It's just a basic thing.
Yes.
And it's okay. But we are seeing some cool collaborations. We're seeing awesome music infiltrate, cross-pollinate.
Yes.
We're seeing some references in mainstream media to anime, and it's becoming kind of, I don't know. So maybe this is a question.
Yeah.
I don't want to ask you how old you are, but I want to ask how long or when did you start? What age? What age did you start to be an anime fan? Or did you get into anime?
When I was a child. No, I'm joking. When I was a kid, we, of course, having Asian parents.
And you grew up in South Africa?
Yes, I grew up in South Africa. So I had my father is South African, and then my mom is Thai. So growing up in South Africa, the first anime I watched, of course, before SABC2, was Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball.
Okay.
So that was
you're the OOG.
Yes, OOG. But I'm not gonna take too much credit. I'm not gonna say I was there from day one, but it was Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, and then SABC2, Naruto, and all of that type of stuff. And then I started really getting into the anime space 2020, COVID.
Okay. So that's when. So you've been a casual anime fan.
Yes, casual
until that point.
Because I think we touched on it a little bit, the accessibility. Because for a time, I was watching Naruto on YouTube with the small screen, like you have the small screen in the corner over there, and then it's the Naruto like picture there. So I was watching that small screen the whole time, and that was the only way that I was able to watch Naruto. And it's like episode 368, part 1, 360. Then you need to go through those parts. So
it was a nightmare to find.
So, and then 2020, I had long COVID. And after COVID, I was like, it was COVID time. I was bored at home. I'm like, okay, guys, playing some games with my friends, and he's like, I'm in the mood to watch like anime again. See like Naruto. So I rewatched Naruto, and then
COVID changed anime completely. Because that is where the complete boom started, right? Or not complete boom, but that is COVID. Like by the numbers, is the first year, 2020 is the first year, I believe, 2020 or 2021 is the first year that the international market, like the US, China, Europe, Africa, the international markets surpassed the Japanese market. So the international market is at this stage just as valuable or more valuable than the Japanese market. And a lot of it is due to COVID, where animation, Hollywood production was basically halted. But animation can occur in isolation. And also the other thing is the backlog of anime. So there's a ton of great shows that have finished and are completed pre-COVID. But then there's also shows with 1,000 episodes that you can get into.
So watch.
And if you don't have anything to do, it's a compelling story. Let's go. So you've got re-inspired, reignited to watch anime thanks to COVID.
Yes, thanks to COVID.
Shout out COVID.
Well, I wouldn't want to shout it out, but yes.
You got to take the good. You don't have to take the bad with the bad. You can take the good with the bad.
Shout out COVID.
So, if you don't mind, let's chat a little bit. Your mother is Thai.
Yes.
You grew up in Gauteng?
Yes, Gauteng.
Pretoria or whereabouts?
Kempton Park.
Kempton Park.
So close to the not close to the airport, but.
So I don't know if it's a little known fact or if it's a well known fact, but you can speak Afrikaans.
Yes, I can speak Afrikaans.
So is your dad Afrikaans?
Yes, my dad's Afrikaans.
So that's interesting to me, because I always see that children gravitate towards the mother's native tongue, because dads are sometimes quite. They're not like, I'm just going to speak English.
I think it was mostly because of my grandma. So having Afrikaans
shout out grandma.
Yes. Shouting everyone out.
Dude, give credit where credit is due.
Yes. No. It was my grandma, because at the time my father used to they'd go work, and then me and my mom used to stay home. We stayed at my grandma stayed with us, or vice versa. We stayed like with them first, and then she take us go shopping, spend most of our days together. So it's like donkey, muni, because I was naughty, so I got a lot of munis. But yes.
So we can do this podcast in Afrikaans.
We can, yes. But the poor guys, then it's more work for you, because you need to subtitle this for.
Dude, it's going to be more work for me, because that's also the thing. I don't know, like. For you, but like professionally, it's English.
Yes.
So to kind of sometimes, I've got this brain freeze where it's like, what is it in Afrikaans again? I can't communicate with you in Afrikaans on the same level that I would be able to communicate with you in English, because I'm just using English every day.
I think it's also like watching anime and consuming like the media. The media is also English, so the direct translations that you have for it is like you don't have to translate it. You get it in English and you speak in English. So
it just makes it easier to talk about it.
Yes.
Like how I'm going to... What's subtitles in Afrikaans? Onderskrifte.
I don't even know.
Ek hou van anime in onderskrifte. Met onderskrifte. Hierdie oorgeklankte nonsens is nie vir my nie.
Nee, dat werkt nie. See, there's another segment that you need to do in itself.
I'll just do the onderskrifte. But okay, and so with your mum being from Thailand, did you guys have a strong Asian influence in your household?
Yes.
So you were exposed to stuff that was booming. That's why you got into Dragon Ball.
Yes. I got Dragon Ball, and I can remember as well, we went back to Thailand and we were talking about accessibility once again. In Thailand, I can remember it was was it Princess Kaguya movie? The Naruto Princess Kaguya movie movie. I'm not sure how deep you're onto the Naruto lore, but there was a bunch of movies that came out, and there was one where they were on the moon. And
isn't that fairly mainstream? Naruto ended with them in the moon.
On the moon, yes.
But this is a different one.
Yes, it was just like like
one of those standalone films that they just produced to like
get a little bit more money. Yeah. So it was one of them, and it was all over the like place in Thailand. So I had to. I wanted the Naruto movie, like the disc, and then I got that, and it was in Thai dub with English subtitles or Japanese subtitles, one of the two. I can't read Thai, so
but you can speak in
yes, I can speak it like somewhat fluently, but I couldn't read Thai, but it had like the English subtitles or something like that, so I was still fairly able to understand it, but it was like all over Thailand there, and also like got the Dragon Ball Z mangas as well from Thailand.
And that's probably an age before manga was like freely available in South Africa.
Yes. So seeing it there as well, so I got a lot of influence from them being more not mainstream, but it's
easily accessible. It's
easily
accessibility,
right? And it's being promoted. It's being promoted as well. So.
And that's where South Africa is kind of lagging behind still, right? There are some touch points where it is mainstream. Mr. Price, The Hub, Ackermans, maybe, you know.
It's starting now.
It's starting, but anime is still not on the same level that even in Europe or the US it's getting promoted and advertised. And then if you visit Asia, anime is like a daily staple. You know, it's like you can go out and you'll see something that's someone is promoting something about
they'll
anime.
promote like Gurren Lagann with washing powder or something like that. So it's like
the tie-ups are insane. And you can watch it the way that we watch Dragon Ball Z at 5 p.m. You know, on the SABC. And a lot of South Africans got exposed to anime through that. That's daily life.
Because that's how it continued as well. Like seeing it on SABC2, 5 o'clock every afternoon, Monday to Thursdays. Fridays we get ruined because we're watching like iCarly or...
the worst is when they just disappears from the show. It's like suddenly your 5 p.m.s are like something else. You're like, I didn't sign up for Cool Cats. What the hell's this? Do you remember Cool Cats?
Yes, I can remember Cool Cats.
I hated that show. I was like...
Cool Cats.
Cool Cats. We are the Cool Cats. And I'm just like, what is this nonsense?
No, we don't want to watch. I want to see big...
I want to see Goku.
Freaking shouting and screaming at each other.
So, okay, this is also a question. You also... this is also something that's interesting. You are into powerlifting, it's called.
Yes.
So how did you get into that?
It was after... Thank you, COVID, once again.
You need to be careful here. You're building your whole personality around COVID.
Everything happened after COVID, but it was after COVID. Like I used to go to the gym like frequently, but then COVID happened, and like had to go back, and then it was like very we needed to care more about safety, wash your hands, everything at the gym had to be clean and stuff like that, and
sanitize the whole freaking place.
Sanitize everything. And one of my high school friends, his brother went to the same gym as me, and then he started like deadlifting, and I was like, oh okay, he's 1 year older than me, and I saw him deadlift, doing all of these things, doing all of these powerlifting movements. And I used to deadlift in high school, and then stopped because it's like, oh, health and safety, it's there's not much benefit to deadlifting compared to like just normal training. And then I saw him do it, and I'm like, ooh, this looks like fun. I think like I can beat you in this. So let me try and beat you in this. So then I started powerlifting for around 2023. I did my first competition, and then 2024 I did my last one because I was like, too many injuries.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, too many injuries. Like it's not like breaking bones, snapping muscles, stuff like that. It was
popping
like
a hamstring or something.
Popping a hamstring. It was like more like nerve. Like it takes a lot of. You see a lot of like, these lifters, like their nose start bleeding and stuff like that because you're popping nerves the whole time, and your
insane.
Central nervous system is like taking a beating. So I was like, no, but I was happy with what I achieved while being in the space.
You had it in... Sorry, did you go to Afrikaans high school?
Yes, I did go to Afrikaans high school.
Okay, because that seems like a very Afrikaans... Like that in wrestling and rugby.
Did rugby as well.
No.
Yes.
You heard it here first,
rugby as well.
Which position?
I was a number 2 hooker. Yes.
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hooker.
Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed rugby.
Rugby and Dragon Ball Z is also a good way. Like getting hyped up.
Yes, like getting that power ups. Yeah. And what didn't help was until like grade 6. I don't know if you know Gohan's potty cut hair.
Oh yeah.
I had that. Yeah. I had the bowl cut.
Yeah.
I had the bowl cut up until like grade 6, where they started implementing like, no, your hair is not allowed to go over your ears. It's not allowed to go over your like eyebrows, things like that. So I had that, and then it was just like buzz. Then I got the Krillin look afterwards.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So the weightlifting is interesting to me because I would say I was not. High school is an interesting period. Primary school is an interesting period, like period in life. You're trying to fit in. You're trying to be unique, but not unique enough. You want to be cool, but you don't want to be like the guy that gets mocked.
Yes.
So I was a bit of a. I played rugby as well. Went to Afrikaans school. Grew up in Afrikaans town. Number 6. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, number 6 and number 8. It was a small school. So
I thought you were like in the back line somewhere like that.
My dad wanted me in the back line, but
because you are tall. you're quite tall.
I'm not tall enough for number 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played a little bit of rugby.
Yes.
Enjoyed. I loved rugby. It was such a great physical activity. It's a great release.
Yes.
Running around. It's challenging.
Fun.
Falling, getting up.
The community, the
camaraderie. Yes.
Camaraderie there.
It's so awesome.
Yeah.
You really get hyped up and you feel that energy, and you go through wins and losses. It's a lot of fun. But obviously, playing rugby, I was also a super big anime fan. Like
in high school.
In high school.
Wow.
Massive. Like a huge anime fan. But it was kind of like people will be like, oh, you're the jock. And I'm like, no.
Yes.
Sure. But if you look at me and I'm like, I'm into anime, then
in school were you like public?
That was the thing, is I was too nervous. Like my first girlfriend, she found out I was into anime like 6 months into the relationship, and she's like, "You're into anime?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "We're done." I'm like, "Shit."
There his villain ass started.
Exactly. From there on, I was like, "No."
Yes.
I'll watch it in secret. It was like porn.
Yeah, definitely.
You'd be like, I don't want anyone to see.
People will be like, accept you watching porn much more than you watching anime.
Thank you. Right? They'll be like, "Oh, he's just a boy."
Yeah.
It's hormones.
Yeah.
But then like anime, being like, "Oh, this guy's weird."
Yeah. What a weird. Yeah.
So for me, anime was a little bit like, my closest friends knew, my family knew. That's cool. But I won't like advertise it necessarily. And if someone found me, like there was a bit of like a what the hell, and then you're like, okay, cool, manga is going
back. It would be like, you watch anime. I'm like, okay, and then.
But then what was interesting for me is it's like, anime also had this weird shift where suddenly like there's a lot of gym bros into anime now.
Yes.
Where I was like, back in my day,
you don't know what I went through. You don't know the struggles.
But now it's also like people. There's a lot of people who are super into like health and fitness.
Yes.
That are also like the biggest anime nerds.
Definitely, yeah.
Which I feel like is a great space. Coming back to the golden age of anime. Right? It's a great space for us.
Yes. Yeah, no, it definitely took over, but I think it's because like the anime physiques that you see, like this quite perfect
sculptured
chest. Yeah, your six pack is popping.
Yeah.
You have back muscles with muscles you don't even know that exist. So I think it intertwined like perfectly with the gym bros, trying to get this perfect physique to look like Baki. I got a couple of those ones.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be real, right? What's also cool is it's like you hook someone on the physique, and then they stay for the story. Shit, Demon Slayer is actually pretty cool.
Yes.
This guy does. He's rocking a six pack.
Yeah, you said Tanjiro. Like there's this 17-year-old kid having this
like built
body,
like a brick house.
Yes, and pushing yourself to the limit as well. Yeah. So that goes well with some of these anime guys because they probably watch some AMVs and like motivational stuff. So.
Let's chat about AMVs.
Yes.
That is, I've got a lot of questions about music.
Yes,
and we were going on a tangent. I told you we were going to do tangents, but this is a great way to come back to it. AMVs was what we had to be satisfied with before we were starting to get these cool collaborations with One Republic and Youngblood.
From good music. So how did you, what was your, like, I mean, Dragon Ball Z music videos. What is a great combo for footage and song? Anime with a song. It wouldn't be a specific like Japanese song.
Yeah.
It would be like a hype up, like I don't know. It would be like a beat type electronic house music type beat with like any anime. Like mostly I see like Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, Black Clover as well.
Okay.
Like because you get Yami, which is like big, and one of his speeches that he did during the show was like push yourself to the limits, surpass your limits.
Yeah.
That maximum strength, that type of thing. So with that quote as well, so then you would get like the cool AMV with that, and also like normal like Western music as well that you think could be hype, and then they just add the scenes to the music.
That was great, man. That was a great way also of discovering anime.
Yes.
Because you'd watch this, you'd hear this song that you like, of Limp Bizkit or Disturbed or Linkin Park or System of a Down or whatever.
Linkin Park as well.
Linkin Park, so much Linkin Park.
So much Linkin Park.
You'd hear a Linkin Park song that slaps.
Yes.
And then it's paired with this anime that you don't know. You're like, I need to find this.
I need to find an anime.
And then sometimes the anime is a dud.
Yes.
But sometimes
really
good.
You are mostly watching for that specific scene that you saw in that anime. Yeah. So that's where I think it fits perfect.
But what's interesting is like AMVs, sorry, not animeVs, AMVs kind of. You'd think that YouTube, like I remember getting AMVs on like a little DVD. Friends would be passing them out.
Not for me.
You discovered AMVs through YouTube.
Yes, YouTube
so
AMVs.
I thought AMVs would pop off on YouTube way more than. It kind of feels like AMVs is just like another thing on YouTube.
Yes. I think it depends, because I've seen a lot of gym bros play some AMVs, like with the headphones on, have that AMV music in the background, with the anime music in the background. So while they would be training, like it would maybe be in the background, but then you like while you are done with your set, you would watch this, keep yourself busy with this. So I see a lot of that. So YouTube AMVs.
Shout out gyms for proliferating anime.
Yes. It helps. It fits perfectly.
It is. We were talking earlier. Chad and I was having a chat, and we were saying like sometimes people. I've been in discussions where Japanese people will go to me like, "Why is this popular in South Africa?
Yes.
The story is way too Japanese.
Yes.
Like, why would it resonate with people?" But Chad and I had like a long we had a long chat about it.
Yes.
And said like, it's a story of perseverance.
Yes.
Surpassing your limits.
Yes.
Like that is like a human.
That's a human thing. Yeah. Like especially
no matter your background.
Yeah. Especially now when you were saying like people are a little bit more health and fitness conscious, or like it's taking like a boom as well. People want to get that like extra boost of motivation, maybe a little something small, a little something there. So I think that's where it would like pick up and how people can resonate with it, and
I think that's also interesting, because I remember this stuck with me. I think the first panel discussion we did at Comic-Con 2023 or 24 maybe, I can't remember, 23 whatever. You mentioned that you was COVID and you wanted to get back into anime, and you chose Naruto because you wanted to feel something.
Yes.
The pain arc.
Yes, the pain arc.
Which is appropriately named. Pain.
It was pain.
And that's also something that anime does, which is weird. You wouldn't like, even if I'm stepping back, right?
Yeah.
And I tell myself like, you're gonna cry watching this drawing.
True.
These. That's wild.
Yes, that's what came with the pain arc. The pain definitely came because there's big events that happened during the pain arc, and also it was a character that a villain that you could sympathize with, because he went through a lot of pain himself.
Exactly.
Ironically, and some of his things that he was saying was like true, like, okay, yes, what about my feelings, what about my family, what about my friends,
the wrongs that have been done to me,
yes, and now you get to live this life, but I still have a goal in mind. But that's.
But isn't that interesting that anime has this ability, and it's largely due to the stories that are just so compelling, but that I'm just dropping all kinds of stuff here.
Yes.
That anime has got that ability to resonate with people, because anime is by Japan for Japan. It's like for the longest time the Japanese market was big enough, everyone's just making anime for the Japanese market.
Yes.
And if it's like a nice cherry on top if we can sell it to the Americans. But it's inherently Japanese stories.
Yes.
From their perspective.
Yes.
But it's interesting that anime has this ability to resonate with people.
Yes.
I'm a big Batman fan. I'm a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. I'm a big Spider-Man fan.
Yes,
but I've never watched the Spider-Man, Batman, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles animated series as a kid. Where I went, you know what? I'm going to push it to the limit. I'm going to go all out. The same way that this guy went all out.
Yes.
And that's interesting that anime has that. It's like kind of raw in a sense, where you can go like, wow, I want to challenge myself.
Yes, I think it touches on certain points of you that just triggers that thing in us, like Westerners now, Western culture. But
you grew up in South Africa.
Yes. Seeing that as well, like it touched like self-improvement. Like you want to be better, and a lot of the things, like I won't say all of Japanese animes translate well into Westerns, but I think it's picking up a little bit more, especially with the humor. Like
the humor sometimes is not.
I'm still struggling to understand Japanese humor in that way compared to Western, but I think one thing, like even if we don't speak, we can still motivate and encourage one to improve.
Yeah, it's really fascinating to me, and I think, and this is also something that I wanted to talk to you about, is that manga. Are you big into manga?
I've only read 2 mangas, so not really. I think if I get impatient with certain shows, then I read the manga.
So that's my story as well. Like, there's a couple of manga that I've like just from the beginning I'd follow, but a lot of series I'd be like, I can't wait anymore. I need to catch up on the manga. But it's interesting that is probably for me. And what's your take on this, right? Manga is awesome, but one of the cool things that anime brings to the picture is the music. Is like, forget about like the opening and closing. Sometimes like just like the BGM, background music is.
Yes. I had to like Google it to find out these terms. I'm like, okay, I know about the opening, I know about this, but how can I tell Google what is this song playing in this scene? And then I found out BGM, background music, is a thing, and background music is, I think, when you're reading a manga piece, when you see these high fight scenes, it just gets elevated by music. And one scene that comes to mind now is from Solo Leveling. I think it was like episode 6 or 9, where they put in the Hiroyuki Saruno's Dark-Eye, where they start, it's like, this is gonna come for me, and then it's just oh, you can see he's turning into, he's tapping into this different like space in his mind now. Something broke him to a point that he needs to change, he needs to step up, and it was elevated with that music playing in the background.
And there's actually it's very difficult to capture that sense, or to tell that scene without music.
Without music.
Just on paper.
Yeah,
that's a tough one. But it's the background music is interesting as well, because there's a lot of. So I lived in Japan for a couple of years, and you'd go to like a shop, and there'd be like a Naruto CD, and I'd be like, cool, I love this opening and closing, and then the CD would just be background music. Like, okay, so forget about the opening and the closing. It's just like the background music, the orchestra playing, and that's oftentimes, I think, underappreciated part of storytelling in general.
I think the one that like where I fell in love with like the music in anime was from a music anime, Your Lie in April, which is my favorite anime. So
what? Is it that good?
Yeah.
I've heard good things, and I haven't seen it.
Yes, I think it's the music that elevated it, because it's a lot of piano and a lot of classical music, because it's like an anime focusing on the classical music space in Japan, where they are like competing, and it's like the competitive nature of classical music, where they are doing like classical bits. And I have that whole playlist on my phone where I was like listening to it in the background, where like I can remember certain scenes where this insert song, this background was playing in hard hitting scenes as well. So
So I'm gonna put you on the spot there.
Yes.
So hold on, I want to come back to your line, April,
Okay.
and I want to put you on the spot in two different ways. And what music? Firstly, what music do you listen to in general? What would you say is the genres that you tend to gravitate to in general?
At the moment, it's two artists that I really enjoy that come out from Japan. Is Atarashi Gakko.
Yes, they do the weird music videos. Yeah. I've seen them.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's Japan leaders on like Instagram and Yoasobi. Yoasobi as well.
So you are a fan of Japanese music in general?
In general, yeah, like K-pop as well. Thank you to my girlfriend, but yeah,
Okay.
K-pop as well. I think it's the feelings that I'm getting from like listening to it mostly. I might not understand it fluently, but sometimes I'm interested.
But that's the beauty of music as well. Like, you don't have to understand what it's about. It's there's
the vibe that you get.
It's a vibe.
If it can make you feel a certain way without really speaking to you, that's what I get from it.
Yeah, no, that's a very important point.
Yes.
The second way that I want to put you on the spot is to ask, like, what are some of your if I'm into music,
Yes.
but I'm not into anime necessarily, but I'm anime curious. I want to kind of dip my toes in it.
Yeah.
And I want to use music as a gateway.
Yes.
What series would you recommend? You've mentioned your line, April. What series or movie would you go like, this is a good anime?
Yes.
The music is really good as well.
Yes.
Do you have anything like that?
Oh, that one's difficult.
That is a tough one.
Yes.
Can I can start with the first one.
Okay.
So I like a little bit of. No, I don't like a little bit of. I love jazz.
Yes.
Listening to
bebop.
jazz. Cowboy bebop. Yeah.
Yes.
But actually, another Shinichiro Watanabe series, Kids on a Slope.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
No.
How about we do this?
Yes.
Right? We make a blood pact.
Okay.
I'll watch your line, April, and then
Kids on a Slope.
you watch Kids on a Slope.
Sure.
Because the music in that, what you were describing about watching anime, that the focus is so strongly on the music.
Yes.
And the environment.
Yes.
With the people in it, and how they interact with music and what happens, and
Yes,
how
yes.
is important to them. That's Kids on a Slope.
Yes.
And there's a little bit of a love story in there, which is traumatic, but also very enjoyable.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah,
you got me there.
I highly recommend.
Yes.
So yeah, do you have anything that you'd like? Easy answers are welcome.
Easy, like that anyone can watch.
Yeah. If it's got good music and a good anime, because sometimes good animes don't have good music.
Yes.
And sometimes bad animes got great music.
Yeah. I've always said if it's done good, you don't realize it. When it's done great, you realize it. But if it's done bad, you'll also realize it.
Yeah.
And I think like it's an easy one, but Attack on Titan also has a lot of good soundtracks.
Some of that German choir
orchestras,
just like
Yeah.
It's like it makes you feel like
you already
very militaristic.
Yeah, I want to get on a horse right now. Let's get going. Let's go.
Let's like charge these flipping
Titans
and just like storm the wall or whatever, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's definitely Attack on Titan is one. Like one that would resonate with the Jump Bros is like of course, Black Clover again, because I think it was like its second or third opening, which was Black Rover, which was also very good, and a lot of the Jump Bros listen to that song as well.
Are you into Studio Ghibli at all?
Not really, no.
Because Studio Ghibli has also got a very distinct sound to it.
Yes.
The Joe Hisaishi, I think, he's done a lot of the Studio Ghibli stuff.
Yes.
And that's also, you were mentioning, like, you listen to it and you're like, I remember the scene.
Yes. For me, with Studio Ghibli is like, I struggle to resonate with the story a lot, but when I hear the music, I can feel the scene. Like a lot of times it's like I put a background like anime lo-fi, and it's like
Studio Ghibli lo-fi.
Yes, Studio Ghibli lo-fi.
It's
so I would see like the cooking scenes from Howl's Moving Castle as well, and some of those scenes that just like perfect like background music and sound.
Why do you say Studio Ghibli that doesn't resonate with you?
I struggle to relate. I think when I watch animes a lot, I like to like not relate, but I can
Put yourself in the character?
put myself in the character. I can feel what the character is feeling. Like even though like someone died there, this person hasn't died in my life or something like that, but I can like feel his feelings. So I can insert myself in those situations. But with Studio Ghibli, it's like it keeps going. It doesn't feel like it's like it started. Well, it feels like it's starting the whole time, but it doesn't go to like your typical climax and then you get your slope, those type of things. It feels like one motion for me most of the times when watching Studio Ghibli.
That's very interesting. That is also something that I feel a lot of people go like anime, yeah, Studio Ghibli.
Yes.
But I do feel Studio Ghibli is like a different I don't want to say genre, but it's like not anime in the anime sense.
For me, a lot of times when I speak to people like who hasn't gotten into anime yet, or like people who like Disney for instance, but they can't get into anime. Like a lot of my friends would rather like recommend Studio Ghibli things to them because it's like Disney. It's like it gives you that Disney feeling. But then in my mind, I'm like, if I want to watch Disney stuff, I'll watch Disney stuff. I don't have to like
get a feeling,
of that.
Yeah, it's a weird one because Studio Ghibli is like, I mean, it's Japanese, Japanese animation, so in the truest sense, it is anime.
Yes.
But if you look at anything other, like any other movie or any other series, it's not Studio Ghibli.
Yes. I think it's the way that Studio Ghibli's animation, the motion, it looks fluid.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
It looks so fluid. Like if I'm thinking of like a slime, for instance, you can see the movement of how some slimes or water moves in Studio Ghibli films compared to other animes out there.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. But I mean, there's a space for it. Studio Ghibli, you know,
it's strong. It's strong.
Still good.
Yes.
And I do like they've got very whimsical stories. I think that's maybe what I would. If I had to describe it to someone, I'll be like, the story kind of matters, but it doesn't really matter.
Yes.
It's just like a little outtake out of this person's life. They're gonna go on and they're gonna be happy or sad or whatever.
Yes.
But it's just like a little snippet.
Like I liked what The Grave of the Fireflies.
I haven't seen it.
That one is also like.
But that one is good. About the feels.
Yes,
100% about
it's about the feels. It's about war. It's about like
the Second World War
type of thing. So that one hit me in the feels. And then one that I found strange, like you were mentioning stories. It came out 2024 last year. 2023 in Japan, 2024 in South Africa. The Boy and the Heron. It made me double take a lot of things. Like, wait, no, it's a little bit of spoilers, but is this guy marrying his wife's sister?
He is.
And I'm like, that's so strange.
What was so let me share this with you. So I've got this good friend of mine. He's not into anime at all. Like, not even going to try to get him into anime.
Yeah.
But I said, hey, Hayao Miyazaki is a filmmaker. It's not just like some guy off the street.
Yes.
He's
established. He has Oscar-winning shows.
Yeah, so he's like, from a film perspective, you like cinema.
Yes.
From a film perspective, this is a must-watch.
Yes.
Right? You if you haven't seen Hayao Miyazaki, let's go and watch it. I didn't know what Boy and Heron was about.
Yeah, like we have it in the cinemas. Like that's big.
Exactly. So, dude, let's go and experience what's likely going to be the last Hayao Miyazaki film in cinema.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting down with him and we watched the movie, and there was a scene where the heron opens its beak and the guy's teeth comes out and he comes out, and my friend just turns to me and is like,
what?
he was just like, from there on out, he was just like, dude, I don't know, am I dropping acid here or what is going on?
Yes.
Because for a Studio Ghibli film, it was a little bit like all over.
I can give like its credit, like the way that he came out of the mouth, it like the fluidity of it. It looks like one motion. Like you can't feel the cuts sometimes.
No, it feels like a in real time squeeze of the toothpaste tube.
Yes,
and it's just like coming out.
That's a good description. Yeah.
And but also, I mean, it's a very deep movie that really like resonates deeply with Hayao Miyazaki and his life and what he's going through. But for someone that's like, oh yeah, it's like Disney, and then going to watch that, it's like rude awakening.
Yes.
Welcome.
It's like kids can't really watch this, but okay.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
Kids will be like, I don't like this guy
Yes,
anymore.
yes. It gives that creepy.
It does have a creepy element
vibes,
to it.
yes, yes.
Now, he's done like a little bit of a horror taste to some of the things, right?
Okay,
Like
yeah.
he's done that before. But this one was a little bit like art house creepy in a sense.
Yes.
Which is
It's
weird.
creepy, but not directly creepy.
You feel yucky.
Yes, you feel
It's like,
yucky,
what's going on there?
Yes,
What's
yes,
going
yes.
on? So, getting back to the music side of life, after chatting to, so Studio Ghibli has got great classical
Yes,
music.
yes.
And I've said like I'm a big jazz fan,
Yes.
so Kids on the Slope is fantastic. And you've mentioned Jim Bros with their techno music or almost said BDSM. what electronic dance EDM?
Yes, EDM.
EDM, not BDSM.
Music, yes.
Electronic dance music. Do you feel like there's any genres of music that are kind of underutilized when it comes to anime?
Well, everything I feel like is being touched on very nicely. Everything is being touched on. Like we get our rock, like in Attack on Titan, we get our rock there. Jazz, you can put it in like
Cowboy Bebop as well.
Yes, Cowboy Bebop. Normal pop. Oshinoko, any music, idol anime, you can get your pop there. So everything is touched on perfectly.
Yeah.
I'd say rock as well. You can put it in. Bochi the Rock. Bochi the Rock. So everything is getting touched on, and we're getting our EDM from like the YouTube ones.
It was interesting for me that like a lot of hip hop. I think the first anime where I saw them like really use like some hip hop was Samurai Champloo.
Oh yes.
But I haven't seen
R&B vibes. Yes.
Yeah. That was coming back to Naruto.
Yes.
That was also something I loved about spoiler Killer Bee. If you haven't watched it, get a life.
Yes.
Killer Bee with the rapping was so good.
Yes.
Kono yaro, baka yaro.
Okay, I watched it in sub. It's like yo, his hand motion, writing down words.
That was a very very cool character.
Yes.
I would watch a spin-off of Killer Bee.
Killer Bee, yeah. I think all of the Chinchurikis could have gotten a spin-off, and that's where they could have used the filler episodes a little bit more.
That's like true. They could have gone a little bit better with the filler because the filler sucks.
Yes.
Like hard.
I was speaking in the panel as well when I was playing. Like I challenged some of the guys where we were playing some of the background music, and two of the background musics that I played was Pain's one and the Sadness and Sorrow. But what was I asking them? I forgot.
About the music.
Yes, I hit a blank now.
Yeah, it happens. We all hit a wobble.
Yes,
but like finding the shit. Now I'm hitting a blank.
We were talking about it, and then I was like saying, we used to watch Naruto on SABC2 and we enjoyed it on SABC2, but then all of a sudden we are chasing a cat for an entire episode because we needed a filler episode, and we had to focus on a cat being chased. We just like, okay, so this isn't relevant, this isn't going to add anything to the story, whereas if we focus on the Chinchurikis, it can add a little bit more depth to each of the Chinchurikis as well as filler episodes.
No, that they kind of underutilize the Jinchuriki.
Yes.
But also, Naruto is actually a hidden gem of music, because do you remember the Jinchuriki when the actual tailed beasts are in the chibi forms?
Yeah.
And then they do like this, the taiko.
Oh, yes. Was that an ending?
That was an ending.
It was an ending, yes. I can remember
it. That was one of the ones that went onto my playlist.
Yes,
it was like learn to know the names of the Jinchuriki, of the tailed beasts.
Yes.
And Naruto is like the drum leader, and then they're like...
I can remember that one as well. A lot of openings came from... one that hit with me was... I can't remember the name, but it played in the beginning of the Pain art that... I realize there's screaming pains hearing loud in my brains, and
that sounds familiar.
Yes, it was the one with Jiraiya and Naruto with the
ice cream,
and all of that. Yeah, so that one was there was a lot of good openings.
Yeah,
as well.
I feel like with where we at now, it's quite a tough time. We're saying it's a golden age of anime, right?
Yes.
But it's also getting more difficult because you've got like diverse tastes, and you've got Spotify recommending music to you, and you've got all kinds of way of discovering music.
Yes.
But anime back in the day was kind of like a go-to source to get good anime. Now it's like there's so much stimuli.
Animes. Yes. I think there's something for everybody. When we were playing the game as well, there was a contestant who said he likes isekai animes a lot, and he said good isekai animes. There's a lot of good isekai animes, but I feel like they just never end or come to a conclusion. But there's something for everybody. If you like a little bit of idols, here's an idol show. If you like a little bit of power fantasy, here's a power fantasy show. There's something for everybody, and I think that is what's happening with a lot of the animes that's coming out. They are throwing a bunch of things at us, see what sticks, and then we'll continue with it. Well, hopefully.
And the isekai has stuck.
Yes, the isekai has stuck.
Are you a fan of isekai? I'm not a big fan, I'll be honest.
No, not really. Like, I enjoyed like Mushoku Tensei and Re:Zero, but that's the only two. The time I got reincarnated as a slime, like after a couple of seasons, it feels like, oh, it's just another power fantasy isekai, like, where you want to like insert yourself into that character, but not really. No, it feels the same.
I think we're in for a dark time when it comes to isekai, because I saw an interesting article the other day where they were talking about, let me recall, there's a disproportionate amount of isekai are getting mainstream attention, and isekai is becoming like, I don't want to say a safe bet, but if you look at the cost of what it makes to get the anime made, isekai is not like, you're not paying serious rights to Akira Toriyama for making Dragon Ball. It's like a light novel.
Light novels. A lot of them come from light novels as well.
And it's not like the superstar author that you've got to bow down and hand over your wallet. So I can't remember the exact details, but it basically said that isekai is performing disproportionately well when you consider, if I'm going to spend X amount of money on Demon Slayer, it's going to cost me a lot of money to make. Where I can do 10 isekais, and it's likely that 6 out of the 10 are going to resonate with people. And it's, then you're kind of spreading your bets almost. So it's, the anime industry is changing in a sense that we're going to get not more isekais, but we're getting a lot of isekai because it's a safer bet.
Yes.
Because Demon Slayer might not be as popular. You might spend a shitload of money on making this new up-and-coming manga, and then it like drops. But isekai, it's kind of a proven recipe now, where people are like, oh yeah, they'll tune in for it.
That's interesting. That is why we get so much isekais every season.
It's just like, poof, everything is isekai. And everything is getting like the isekai spin.
Smartphone in another world, and then you get this where someone got reincarnated as a vending machine.
I saw that.
Which is getting a season 2 surprisingly as well, and where you can order food, like online ordering items from another world, and then you get, so it's a bunch of
That's so weird. Listen, I mean, there's something for everyone. That's a very diplomatic way of saying it. There's something for everyone. And this is not for me.
Yes, this is not. There's a lot from the isekai genre that is not for me. Like the good ones that I really enjoy, where I feel sometimes the isekais that come out feel soulless.
They do. They feel like they've just been like AI
generated
prompts and then give you something.
So it feels soulless, but some of them, especially when I'm thinking of Mushoku Tensei, where they release like the Father's Day episode came out, and something happened to a father in that show, and I'm like, wow, like this death feels like it has meaning, and a lot of is significant like weight to a lot of things that happen in the show, whereas in a lot of the other isekais that come out, there's not enough time for them to develop this thing, but you don't give me reason to continue much.
I feel you. It's a tough one, and people probably come for us for this, but isekai is not necessarily I don't know. I don't want to be highbrow anime.
Yes.
Let's not gatekeep. If you enjoy it, have fun.
Yes.
So, I want to say thank you very much, Po. We are live at Daru Fest Winter 2025. The cosplay competition is about to start in the next couple of minutes. I think we can actually chat a whole lot more.
Yes.
We went on some tangents.
Yes.
I remember I uploaded a story and said, if you can't talk about anime and music without talking about Shinichiro Watanabe, we kind of skipped over him a little bit. Sorry, my guy. Sorry, dude. Maybe next time.
Yes.
But thank you very much for agreeing to do this podcast.
Yes.
I'm going to get you on again so that we can talk about more things. I want to hear a little bit more about your not necessarily your hot takes, because you're sharing them freely these days. But yeah, thank you very much for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
I enjoyed this conversation.
Thank you very much. I always say, like, any opportunity I can get to talk about music in anime, I'm taking that one. Like, you played rugby, so every gap you see, you are taking that gap. Even if you're not getting through, you are taking that gap.
You are, man. Let's end with this. You're a mysterious man. Your dad's Afrikaans, South African.
Yes.
Your mom's Thai.
Yeah.
You played rugby.
Yes.
You're a powerlifter.
I played hockey as well, field hockey.
Guys, save something for episode 2. Please. Yeah, so I think there's a lot to unpack there in terms of your experience growing up in South Africa and then being an anime fan as well.
Yes, yeah.
With all those other jock hobbies as well. How do you deal with it?
You need to have a balance in life. Like, you can't just sit at home. You like, Yami from Black Clover told me I need to surpass my limit, so I had to go to the gym.
Fantastic. Po, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
If anyone wants to tune into the Notorious Po's social media life, where can they find you?
The Notorious Po everywhere, all over. I don't know when this is coming out, but I'll be at Comic-Con as well as a speaker.
Hopefully this comes out before Comic-Con.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't even talked. Are you doing Comic-Con? Shout out to SABC2 anime or something?
Yes. We're going to focus on the nostalgia of SABC2. We touched on it here as well, but I know we wanted to talk a little bit more about music, but the SABC2 era that like shaped a lot of like anime fans, because you also name dropped a lot of SABC2, the Dragon Balls.
Yeah, man. Shout out SABC2.
Yeah.
That's where it started for a lot of us.
Yes.
Man, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of Daru Fest. Cheers.
Thank you.
That's a wrap on another episode of the Not Just Anime podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed listening, because I sure enjoyed finding out more about the Notorious Po. And what an interesting guy. Powerlifting. I thought we'll chat about music and anime in general, but how interesting is that? Powerlifting. And that's the interesting thing about this podcast, or the whole idea behind this podcast. It's to find out what anime fans are doing when they're not watching anime. It's absolutely fascinating to learn what leads people to anime and what interesting things or hobbies they discover through anime. And that's the interesting thing about the medium. It's quite versatile, and I find anime fans in general, there's a lot lurking behind the surface, or below the surface, I should say. But once again, guys, I feel like I could have talked another hour with the Notorious Po, and maybe we will. Who knows what the future holds. But as always, thank you for listening. Do like, subscribe, or share, and I'll see you next time.